Hello, good morning everybody. You are once again most welcome in our channel GNG Chemistry. So dear students, on this channel we teach chemistry for IIT GATE, CSIR NET, GRF and the geoscientist, and also for the IIT GEM and IIT. So now this is the chemical kinetics is going on this chapter, and the first on the first chapter is kinetics of different order, and this is the lecture number 6 of the chapter number 1. You have not watched the previous lecture, so you can watch. So this is lecture number 6, and we have taken here the question number 13. So now in the reaction between the NO and H2, the following data are obtained. Okay, we are given this experiment 1 and the experiment 2. So here in this experiment, so H2, pressure of H2 is constant, here the pressure of NO is constant. Okay, so here the rate of reaction is given in terms of pressure. Okay, so as we already defined that what the rate of reaction, rate of reaction means the change of concentration or the pressure either of the reactant or the product with respect to time is called the rate of reaction. So simply this is the rate of reaction. Okay, here the rate of reaction when the pH2 means the pressure of H2 is constant. So then we have to calculate the order of reaction with respect to H2 and N, means we have to calculate the order of reaction with different respect, means with respect to H2 and with respect to N. So now, so let's see. We can apply here the methods of initial rate, but we will go through a shortcut, right? Because when you are participating in the CSI and NET or IIT with examination, so you know you have not much time, so therefore you can apply some shortcuts, right? So but you can solve by any of the methods. Let's see. So let's take these two observations here. In case of the NO, right? In case of NO, we can see here, if we just go to these two experiments, right? Here we can see the rate of the pressure of NO. Okay, 152. This is 300. This is 152 mm of Hg. So I think the approximately 152 is about to 300. This 300 is just double of this approximately, right? This 300 is just double of this. Okay, so that means on doubling the pressure or the concentration, on doubling the pressure, what will affect on the rate of reaction? On doubling the pressure, the rate of reaction also rate of reaction become 4 times. On doubling the pressure, rate of reaction become 4 times. So that means you can easily identify what is the order with respect to NO. So order is second order. So this is second order reaction with respect to NO. Okay, so this is the second order with respect to NO. Okay, right. This it may be B and D. The second order with respect to NO. Second order with respect to NO. And now here, if we move from here 147 to if you multiply 147, right? 147 into 2, 2 7 is 14, 2 4 is 8 and 9, and 2 1 is 2, 294. So it is around, okay, 289. That means it is around to 294. It is just approximately, okay. So we can take the approximate data. So 147 is as we just doubling the concentration. As we doubling the concentration, and what will affect on the rate of reaction? This is the 0.79 and this is 1.6. If we multiply 0.79, 0.79 into 2, 2 9 18, 2 7 14 and 115. Okay, so this is 1.58. Okay, so 1.58 is about to 1.60. So that means on doubling the concentration On doubling the pressure, the rate of reaction also doubles. That means this reaction follow second or first order kinetics. So that means our correct option is right. So I hope that you can understand this question easily. Yet you have any problem, so you can ask and write in the comment box. So you can take the screenshot of this question. Now we will discuss the kinetics of zero order reaction. Okay, kinetics of zero order reaction. Kinetics of zero order reaction. So suppose that this is a reactant A and it is converted to the product, right? And let's its initial concentration at time t equal to 0, its concentration is A. Initially at t equal to 0, its concentration is A and its concentration is 0. After time t equal to t, after time t, suppose that some quantity of product form, that's x, so it is decreased from this A minus x. So now apply law of mass action. Now apply law of mass action. When we apply the law of mass action, then we know that the rate equal to, according to law of mass action, a rate equal to k and concentration of a to the power 0, because this is zero order reaction, right? And here rate, we can express the rate in two terms, in terms of reactant or in terms of product. In terms of reactant or in terms of product. In terms of reactant or in terms of product. Okay. So in terms of reactants, the rate is here at you will see at the time t, it is the in terms of the reactant is minus dA over dt. In terms of product, plus dP over dt, concentration of P, here the concentration of H. So at time t, okay, at time t, this A, concentration of A become A minus x at time t. So d over dt, here this is a minus sign, A minus x, and it become plus dx over dt after time t. Its concentration at become x, and if you multiply here, so it become minus d over dt, concentration of A, minus minus plus dx over dt. So this, and here also dx over dt. One more thing, you know that the concept of differentiation of any constant value, right? This age constant, differentiation of any constant value is always 0. So this term becomes 0, right? This term becomes 0, so only this term left dx over dt. This is also dx over dt. So now the rate of reaction is dx over dt. So let me explain some terms. What are here these terms? Suppose first of all A. What is A? Here A is the initial concentration of reactant. Okay, A is initial concentration of reactant. Initial concentration of reactant. And what is A minus x? A minus x, concentration or simply quantity of reactant left. Okay, left quantity of reactant, left quantity of reactant, left quantity of reactant after time t, after time t, left quantity of reactant after time T. And now what is the X? X, the quantity of reactant decomposed. Okay, decomposed quantity of reactant. Decomposed quantity of reactant. Decomposed quantity of reactant, or simply we can say the quantity of product is formed. Okay, both are the same. Or quantity of product is formed. So these terms are very important. Okay, a minus x and x, because we need these terms when we will solve numericals. Okay, so you always keeps in your mind they are the important terms, right? Now, so first of all, we get the rate equal to dx over dt, right? So we can write here dx over dt. Here, this in place of the rate, we can put dx over dt. Okay, so dx over dt equal to k, and concentration of k, it's not. So if we see here, if we raise the power 0 to any of the species, and either the constant value, any of the species, its value become 1, right? So it is 1. Dx over dt equal to k, and this is, we can say, the differential rate flow expression for the zero order reaction. This is the equation number first, and we can say this is the differential rate flow expression. This is differential rate law equation. Differential rate law expression. Differential rate law expression, right? DRL. So we can just put DRL. Differential rate law expression for zero order reaction. For zero order reaction. Zero order reaction. Differential rate law expression for zero order reaction. Now, if we integrate this with proper limit, on integration with their limits, okay, with their limits. So what will we get? On integration we get dx integration x equal to 0 to x equal to integration k. This actually we can take this k naught. Okay, right? So this is k naught. For the zero order reaction we consider k naught, and here dt, right? T equal to 0 to t equal to t. When we integrate this term, we get x equal to, on this limit, 0 to x equal to t naught, and t limit 0 to t. And we also know that when we solve some integration, the upper limit minus lower limit, we put the limits upper limit minus lower limit. So here upper limit x minus 0 equal to k naught, that's t minus 0. When we solve it, so x equal to, I think, k of t. Here we get x equal to k naught t. So x equal to k naught t. This, let's take question number 2. So this is the integral rate law expression. Okay, this is the integral rate law expression for zero order reaction. This is integrated. This is integrated rate law expression. This is the integrated rate law expression for zero order reaction. Integrated rate law expression for the zero order reaction. So these are the two important expression: differential rate law expression or integral rate law expression. So you can take a screenshot of this, and now we will discuss the their half lifetime. Okay, so they are the expressions. Now we will discuss their half lifetimes. Okay, so before discussing the half lifetimes, let me tell you one more thing. What are the unit of zero order reaction. How can we calculate the unit of zero order reaction? So it's also very easy. Unit of zero order reaction. Unit of zero order reaction. Zero order reaction. So no problem. Unit. So it is the unit of rate constant, right? Unit of rate constant. Unit of rate constant. So we can write here K naught equal to, here the K naught equal to, so from the equation first we can write the K naught equal to dx upon dt. K naught equal to dx upon dt. What is here dx? Change the concentration, and we know the unit of concentration mole per liter. The unit of concentration is mole per liter and its concentration second. So the unit is mole per liter per second. This is the unit of rate constant for the zero order reaction. Okay. So now we will show these two equations. You always keep in your mind. Now we will going to discuss the half-life times. Okay. So first of all, I will tell you that what is the half-life time. Okay. Half-life time. Half-life time, it is the time in which the concentration of a particular reactant reduced to half of its original value. This is called the half-life time. Okay. So listen once again. What is a half-life time? Half-life time, it is time period, or it is the time in which the concentration of a particular reactant reduced to half of its initial value, half of its initial concentration. This is called the half-life time, and it is represented by T half, right? So half-life time for zero order reaction. Half-life time for zero order reaction. Half-life time for zero order reaction, right? When we are going to calculate the half-life time, then we put here T equal to T half. So we put here T equal to T half, and x equal to a by 2, right? In IRL, integral rate of expression. Okay, the equation number 2, integral rate of expression. So what is the integral rate of expression? X equal to K naught T. So now put here, in place of x it is a by 2, K naught, in place of T it is T half. So we get T half equal to a upon 2 K naught. So you can remember directly this formula, very important formula, okay, for the half-life time. We can also calculate the quarter lifetime, right? Quarter lifetime for zero order reaction. Quarter lifetime for zero order reaction. For zero order reaction. So quarter lifetime, what is the quarter lifetime? How can you define the quarter lifetime? Quarter lifetime means it is the time in which, okay, it is the time in which the concentration of particular reactant reduced to 1/4 to its original value. Okay, listen once again. What is the quarter lifetime? Quarter lifetime means it is the time in which the concentration of a particular reactant reduced to 1/4 of its initial concentration. Okay, right. So it is basically represented by the quarter lifetime, that's the T1 by 4, represented by T1 by 4, and this is also represented like the T1 by 4 or T75%, right? If a reaction completed 75%, if a reaction completed 75%, then the quantity left, that's the 25% left quantity. 25% means 1/4, So we can write in this form and also in this form. So now put t equal to t 1 by 4 or t 75% and x equal to, so what the quantity, what the x is the decomposed quantity, right? X the decomposed quantity of a reactant. Okay, so when reaction is just going to 75% complete, reaction 75% complete, x is decomposed quantity of the reactant. So what quantity of reactant is decomposed here? What the quantity of the reactant decomposed here? When the reaction is completed 75%, what quantity of reactant decomposed here? Here the quantity of reactant decomposed, that's the 3A by 4. This quantity of reactant decomposed. So x equal to 3A by 4. Right? Because only 1 by 4 left. So 1 by 4 left, that means 3A by 4 decomposed. So put in this equation that the x equal to K naught t and x equal to 3A upon 4 equal to K naught into, in place of t 1 by 4. So we can write here t 1 by 4 equal to 3 upon 4 K naught 3A upon 4 K naught. Okay, so we can also express this term t 1 by 4 equal to 3, okay, into A upon 2K naught upon 2, right? Any problem? We can write this way, like this. So this is the TR, basically this is TR. So we can say that T1 by 4 equal to 3 upon 2 into TR. Now we will discuss the completion time, the half-life time, quarter lifetime. Now the completion time. Okay, what the completion time for zero order reaction? Completion time means, what the completion time for zero order reaction? So completion time means it is the time in which concentration of particular reactant reduced to zero to its initial value, initial concentration. Okay, it reduced to zero means all the concentrations of the reactant converted to the product. So in this case, what is the quantity of x equal to? So x means decomposed quantity of A. So I think A is completely decomposed. So x equal to A. So here we put x equal to A and t equal to T completion. NIRL, integrated rate flow expression. So NIRL T x equal to T naught T, and we put in place of x equal to A, T naught into T in place of T completion. So T completion equal to means completion time equal to A upon K naught. Okay, so we can also express this term in another way. T completion equal to A upon 2K naught, right? If we A upon K naught, if we multiply numerator and denominator by 2, right? So then this term become to A upon 2K naught, this term become to T half. This is equal to the T half. So T completion equal to 2 into T half. So this is about the zero order reaction. So dear students, we will discuss some numericals based on this concept. So we continue our channel. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.